Deedly, deedly, third place. Deedly, deedly, third place. Deedly, deedly, third place. Election year. Health trend made up. Oh, make up a health trend on the spot, dude. What do you got? What would your health trend be? You make one up right now.
Full carnivore diet.
That's already a thing.
And 75% of it being bugs.
Whoa.
Only other 25%, not being animals, but crustaceans.
Whoa.
I'm thinking about bug life, man.
I think you could survive off of eating just crabs.
That's clipped. That's got to be clipped.
I think you could survive off eating just crabs and bugs. Bugs for sure. I mean, you could definitely survive just eating
the bug
bugs.
diet, it's coming.
You ever seen those videos of those people fucking catching what's it called, mosquitoes in big buckets, and then they fucking make them into little patties and they eat them like
Nah, really?
Yeah, they got like nets or something. They just scoop. Since there's so many mosquitoes,
Yeah,
they just scoop them out of the air. Then they kind of smash them up into a little bowl because they swing the bowl, and I think that kills them in the bowl. So then they start collecting a big thing in the bowl. They smash them up.
Huh?
And they're mostly blood too. So you'd think like that's probably like
That's some protein.
That's like blood sausage, dude.
Yeah.
It's blood patty.
Gross.
That is a hot take. And how long would you do that for? Forever? I don't think you would live. Like I think people die from just eating meat.
From only bugs and
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like bugs. There's like it's half protein, half salad, dude. They're already like half plant.
Maybe.
A bug is a half human and half plant.
I wonder.
You know, we share like 50% of our DNA with bananas.
So how long would you do the diet for?
Would you just a couple weeks? I just try it out.
Crabs and bugs for a couple weeks?
Yeah.
Huh.
Maybe that we would sell it as like a detox.
So what would your slogan be?
Slogan for our new health regime.
For specifically crustaceans and bug diet, carnivore diet. If it creeps and crawls, it's something I crave.
It's good. It's good.
If it creeps and crawls.
Crustaceans are freaky, man.
Yeah, dude.
Damn, I had a good topic, but I just forgot it.
I think I would like... Lobster sounds like a nice life. I wonder if there's the biggest lobster. Like, if we really don't know what's on the bottom of the seafloor, dude, and maybe we do, and I just haven't heard. But...
You just reminded me of that topic. So, like you were saying about the mosquito bucket, I saw this video one time. I don't know where they must have been, somewhere in, like, Central or South America. Just, like, on, like a shitty little wooden dock on this river. And there were a bunch of these fish swimming, and this lady has this, like, fucking torn up rag, and she dips it down into the water, starts going crazy. She brings it back up, comes up with, like, 10 piranhas bitten onto it, like, attached to it, and then puts it in the bucket, shakes it around, they all fall off, dunks it again, gets 10 more piranhas, and they just bite onto this little piece of cloth, and she collects them in a bucket. I'll throw the video up in post.
You haven't even fully edited one. How you trying to do tricks and traps, dude?
Going to.
That time might not be accurate if we clip the first little minute off.
Yeah. It's better than nothing.
Fair enough. Okay. Should we spam this whole episode with, like, I'll throw that clip up.
I saw this clip on Instagram of this person dying.
Yeah,
I'll throw it up on stream. I'll throw it up.
Dude, throughout the video, we just reference the shorts multiple times. And we'd be like, oh, I'll throw that clip up. And it's just the short. Dude, we just gotta...
Shamelessly self-promoting.
Yeah, we just gotta compile, like, an hour's worth of shorts, dude. Which is only 100-minute long shorts. Or 200 half or 30-second shorts.
Yeah.
And then we can just have a clip show. Remember that time when and then the clip plays?
This is our... If you're already clipping the podcast, like, Dude, our ability to like focus on one thing at a time is so screwed up.
What do you mean? Oh, like how we like just already jumping around?
Yeah, like just people always watching like 5-second videos on TikTok, scroll to the next one, scroll to the next one. I get we're trying to farm the same idea there.
Yeah, but it's marketing, dude.
But
ads are better as short.
Very true.
So it's just like get the point across fast. And so I'm just practicing and learning that. But eventually I'll be a master at tricking people into looking at me.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, yeah, in the short descriptions for like, because it's like nobody looks at the like little comment down at the bottom, especially since I put the tag to our channel, like the third place at the first, and then it says like words of like for every short.
Yeah.
And so I always put just the most ridiculous shit. Like some of it's just like, don't watch this.
I read them. I think they're funny.
Yeah, dude, it's good, dude. I was like, dude, any fame I gather from this, I'll use for evil.
Does throwing in a hashtag, like, does that help with the algorithm?
Probably, dude. I don't want to do all that quite yet. But when I do, dude, I'll drop a hashtag Pepsi Coke. Just to get the heart racing a little bit, dude. Hashtag not my soda.
I'm sure somebody in a California Coca-Cola office is gonna come across it.
Somebody will know.
Yeah. That's free advertisement.
Yeah, dude. You gotta just so, dude. You know how big corporations always advertise to you?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna start advertising to the big corporations of what I want to see in their ads, dude. Start emailing them all the time.
Take the power back.
Hey, don't mean to interrupt you, but I know you were paying attention to something else. Please be distracted by this now. I like it like this. And then they start showing it to me how I like.
If you could just buy this camera.
Dude, but for real, I bet if you called an advertising company and you're like, hey, dude, I get fucking advertised too. And I'll tell you what I do and don't like. That's free data.
Yeah, in the right eyes, that's free data.
Dude, they're paying millions and billions of dollars to rip data off your phone, dude. I'm going straight to the source. I say cut the middleman.
I watched a TED Talk of this guy who created his own data company. And so let me preface, the United States, we have so many different departments that run so many different like databases and different like things that we test every year, like how much pasta is produced in the United States.
Yeah.
The Department of Agriculture, they have statistics on pasta. Right. They have statistics on everything. So this guy made a database company and started selling to all these companies just the exact same thing that the United States was coming out with. The CDC, Department of Agriculture, they would come out with these reports, and he would go take those reports, sell them to businesses, millionaire.
That's gnarly.
Totally free, open source government.
Forcing yourself into the middle of a really great way to make money is funny, and I kind of like that idea.
It is.
Just like slipping your way into being like, yeah, me actually me.
I talked to a homesteader a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, somebody who just like lives on 20 acres worth of property, makes their own food.
That's pretty baller.
Yeah, and he was, when we think of like growing and eating and producing our own food, he talked about it more like he was paying himself to grow his own food.
That's what I'm saying.
Because now he doesn't have to go to the grocery store.
Right, dude, and that's just one thing. So it's like
it was a different way of looking at it.
Where having no mortgage comes in handy, because if you don't need a whole ton of money to pay off your taxes for your house every year. Like if you have decent dividends, so it's like if you had like $100K in savings, you put it all into a nice dividend paying stock, dude, and you use those dividends to pay your house taxes, and then you just saved the rest. Yeah. And then your house is already paid off because you worked to pay off your house, and then you just fucking pump out food. You just pump out food, dude. You have so much veg, and you can it, and so it's like you want to make sure you have like storage for it too. But then it's over.
That's the dream, man. It was great being able to talk to somebody who actually lives that life. Yeah,
dude, I've
they don't live like this. Not everywhere is like this.
I know, dude, and that's what I'm saying. They did a study a while ago. I saw some shit. I don't remember where it was, but they asked this town was fucked, dude. Everybody was starving to death. There's just all bad things happening. They didn't have any help. The government was like, hey, everybody's starving. He's like, I can offer you 3 live chickens or 5 butchered chickens. And most people picked 3 live chickens, and the average income grew by 5,000% or $5,000.
Wow.
So the average income increased $5,000 because most people
saying,
picked 3 chickens and they could survive well enough off of those.
Yeah.
Gnarly, dude. 3 fucking chickens. And so I've thought about that, and I was like, dude, 3 chickens are nothing to take care of because you just feed them your scraps and then they eat dirt and bugs and whatever, dude.
I was researching this automatic chicken feed farm. You use like compost and there's a couple other things like ground coffee grounds, any compost really. You throw it in this bucket and you cut a hole on one side of it, take a PVC tube, goes down, drops down into a bucket. What starts to happen is once you inoculate that box full of a specific type of, I think it's like a boat fly, or it's a specific type of fly that's super high in protein, maggots start occurring. They
crawl. I've seen those.
They crawl up.
I've seen fly farms before
because once they leave their pupal stage, they have to go and leave. So they just go out the only opening. After a week, you have a full bucket full of flies, full of dead flies that you can feed to your chickens now.
Yeah, dude, that's gnarly.
Yeah.
I've seen something like that. There's like a little diagonal, and they like crawl upwards towards light or something like that, and you can trick them to just walk directly into a hole.
Yeah.
And then they would just fall down, and chickens would grub. Yeah, dude. And that's what I'm thinking when it comes to that, too, because it's like, I'm not afraid of technology. I prefer technology if it makes my life easier. And I think we're way past the point of automated farming. I think I could automate the shit out of a farm, dude.
That's one of the things I put down on our list.
Dude, I think anybody could automate the shit out of a farm to the point where it's just like, if growing all your food and having animals feeds you, your house is paid off, and you have dividends that make you a slight profit and pay all your house taxes every year.
Set.
Dude, set. Financial freedom, the goal, the dream. And you just have to slowly automate your whole life. Because it's like, if I'm slowly making money from my dividends, then it's like I pay my house taxes, my house is paid off, and then it's just like, oh, I have an extra $10,000. I guess I'll ball out on some fucking automated fly farm to feed my chickens. I have 10, 15 chickens. I butcher like 3 a year, and I have 1 rooster so that I keep having infinite chickens, dude. Yep. And then it's just like, it's over. It's like I have way more chicken butchered and frozen than I'll need for the rest of my life.
I was researching those automatic food towers. You know what I'm talking about?
I think so, yeah. Those,
yeah,
like,
it's just
PVC
like
pipe tubes that have like the...
Yeah, it's just like a big, like almost like a computer tower almost, and it just has a layer to hold soil and plants, and then a light right above it, just like a couple inches above it, and then the same thing right below, same thing right below, same thing right below. I was looking at these online. Man, they cost anywhere from like $5,000 to $10,000 for one tower if you get it shipped to you.
Yeah.
But these homesteaders that I stayed with for the weekend
do the same thing.
They did the same thing. They built their own.
Yeah.
Cost them like they said it cost them like $3,000 to build one tower, and I was like, man,
I said,
that is
I'm not
kick-ass.
afraid of using technology, dude. I'll watch a fucking YouTube video on how to do blah 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 blah. Somebody did it, or somebody knows a concept close enough, and so it's like I figure I'll secure the property, set up a garage, park an RV around it, or a tiny home kind of situation, and then just my whole property is just gardens, dude, and it's food, and all the trees are fruit trees. So it's just like, dude, I have so much apples, I give them away, you know, and it's like I have so much of this, I give them away. It's like, dude, you could have so much if you just planted it instead of just bought it straight up. And so it's like, that's why, like, I don't know, I don't feel the need to buy fucking useless plastic shit, you know. It's just like, whoa, that's shaped like my favorite thing. Nah, you know, it doesn't excite me.
Yeah.
So it's just like, for me, it's like, I like a nice practical value.
Definitely.
You know, something I can use a little bit. Not that I don't enjoy things that don't have a purposeful use. I just, like, I like cool cars.
Yeah.
You know, but for now, what's more important? Sweet financial freedom.
Mm-hmm.
I just fucking hate having to go to work. It's laziness that's going to cause me to survive on my own without the need of a government, dude. There's fucking places you can go in Minnesota that have like a commune.
Communes, yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know how you get into those. You probably have to like audition, you know? Like you have to apply.
Yeah, they have to make like vetted and make sure you're a cool guy.
And it's just like, I imagine that there's probably got to be some fucking freaks. Like maybe there's not, and then it really is a sanctuary, and the vetting they do is to keep the weirdos out.
You know,
But more likely than not, I feel like they're weirdos, dude. Because it's like you get in,
some real organic people.
yeah,
I'm sure
you get in, and then your views change, and you have kids, and you raise your kids that way, and they just get in there for free, and your kids are like, "What? You don't like work?" I don't know.
Yeah. My therapist went to a commune in Minnesota one time. Pretty much the exact same idea. And she said it was pretty much generally all like people in their 40s and 50s. And they all were like very hungry for socialization.
Yeah. See, and it's like, I feel like that starts to feel like you're boxing yourself in.
Yeah.
And that's why it's just like, I want a property that's self-sufficient, automated farming, automated chicken feeder, shit like that, so that I can just be like, I'm gone for a little bit. It's like, I'm gonna hit the road this month.
I'm literally pursuing a degree in urban forestry so I can achieve this dream and this idea.
Dude, it seems like I'm starting to find more and more people who want to just get a property, pay it off, and kick it.
Yes.
And so it's like, dude, I can't wait till that's like, I have a ton of boys who did that, and then it's just like, oh, dude, I'm going to this state. I'm gonna stay at this person's property.
I'd love to come together with the homies and do something like that.
Yeah, I was like, beautiful. Yo, just bought a new property. Let's go pull up on it and set it up. Dude, here's how you make this into a money-making scheme, dude. Yeah. We buy the property, we rig it up to be, so we wouldn't even have to build a house. You just have a gravel lot where a house could go. Or like a tiny home or something, dude. And then you just do all the urban forestry shit, dude. And fucking set it up with all these plants and automated farming and like blah, 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 this, that, the other. And then you sell those properties. Or they're like rented properties, dude. So it's like, pull up here. There's free food. All you can eat. It's always around.
That's already being done with like normal Americans, like suburbs.
Really? I haven't seen anything.
I mean, it's just like you get one small plot of land, you get a house on it.
Yeah. I've seen the plot of lands and people just trying. It's like there's suburbs where it's like there's a small section of land and they're just trying to sell it so somebody can build a house on it.
Yeah.
But I mean more like set it up to be like, yo, this is self-sustaining forever. Like you sell it as like a clean living thing,
I don't know, man. It's kind of like the goose that laid the golden egg. Why would you build something just to get rid of the goose?
Dude,
just to sell it for a golden egg.
Well, I just like the idea of making so many that it's like you could travel and you could always pull up to a spot. Now I could just do that for myself and say I want to make enough money to
That'd be great.
to have a spot in every state or everywhere I want
to go.
You have
a homestead in Washington. Yeah. I got one in Minnesota.
I just pull up. Usually there's plants that survive throughout the winter or are growing, or there's food, and then there's like since I rotate just enough in between all of them, there's usually like enough canned goods. If I have too much canned goods at one area, I'll load up my car and drive to one that has less canned goods, load them into the pantry or the cellar.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get a nice cellar in each
one. Cellars are dope.
Yeah. I just want to build, dude. It's like I feel it's like in Minecraft, dude. I feel close enough to the survival part. Like I feel like I'm getting just enough to I can survive, but I don't want to just survive, dude. I want to do the creative part, which is like building shit or farming big shit,
I really wish you could have come to that weekend with me for the homesteaders.
Yeah.
I literally told them, I was like,
sounds cool.
You guys are doing Minecraft in real life, and they were like, yeah. Dude, it's a little bit more harder work, but they said it's harder work than Minecraft, but it's way more satisfying.
Dude, that's all I'm saying, because it's like there's always a direct reward. You're hungry, so you go outside and you work on your fucking farm,
Yeah.
It's just like, dude, the food I'm making isn't cutting it, dude. I gotta start farming harder. Or it's just like, and it's like, I honestly believe, and that's part of automation too, I honestly believe it's less work than having to work 40 hours a week at a place.
Yes.
It's like, how long does it take to weed a garden? If you were doing it fast,
it's better for your body.
And watering the plants. You just water them, and maybe you set up a sprinkler system. So now it's just like you turn a thing on, and then you walk through and pick all the fucking weeds, dude.
Yeah.
I just want to live like that. And the faster I can get to that point, the better, dude. Because kicking it around, dude, sucks, dude. And it's like, that's what it's designed for. Like I made it so that I just gotta like I mean, I made it so that it's got to suck for a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to save and grind to the point where it's just like, dude, it's going to blow your brains out boring and bad until it's not. And that's the dream.
And, lucky for us, at our age, we're kind of, like, perfect to... I mean, the housing market's going to crash. Hopefully it's going to be when we get our shit ready.
Dude, I'm waiting. And that's why it's like I want to be ready, too.
We got 5 to 10 years.
Right.
I'm hoping we'll be ready by then.
Oh, dude, it might be sooner than that.
Huh. You know what I just did the other day?
2 years.
I cut up my credit card.
Yeah? You listening to a lot of Dave Ramsey, dude?
Nah, I just fucking... A, I can't be trusted with it, and B,
You can't?
I'm against credit now.
If you can't be trusted with it, that's all I needed to hear.
Yep.
That's all I needed to hear. You were blowing big bags on that?
Yep.
Nice, dude. You got rack up a little debt?
Yep.
What is that? You paying it off?
Yep.
What are you at?
I just paid off a little bit more. Honestly, I think I'm at like 2,500.
2,500
in the hole.
I thought you were about to say 25,000, dude.
No.
I was like, dude, you did.
It's like comparable.
You can't be trusted.
Comparable to the rest of Americans, I'm in a really fucking good standing.
Yeah, but not a great spot because what if your car broke down?
Yeah.
Now you're screwed.
I still have a savings account with a little bit, and I'm just like paying it off monthly by monthly. But
pay off your debt as fast as you can.
I know, I'm trying.
Especially,
that's why I cut up my
is there
credit
an
card.
interest rate on it?
Nah, it's like barely anything.
Okay. You should still fucking pay that shit off as fast as possible.
Definitely. Definitely.
Because the longer you take to pay it off, the more you have to pay. So it's like...
I know.
Like sometimes it's worth pulling out of your savings just to tank that one.
I know.
Don't want to address that one quite yet. Money, dude. It's a tricky thing, and they don't teach you that. I feel like more math should be based... Like when you're in math class, it should be more based around like the math everybody has to do,
yes.
which is banking, dude. It's like everybody at some point has to do that. So you should explain credit. You should explain
interest rates.
And it's like, I do remember there being like a small section on interest rates and stuff, but it's like small enough where it's like...
In like those optional business classes.
Yeah, I suppose. No, I feel like in my regular math class, we had to do something that had equations.
Yeah, but that was...
that to calculate interest, but it's like, it was still too far removed.
Yeah, it was too far algebraic.
Yeah.
Too far...
So it's just like, and it's
Aren't you good at math? Aren't you kind of a math whiz?
I'm good at math, dude.
Yeah.
That's why I like my money.
Yeah, you do.
But,
money.
But yeah, so I don't know. But just because I know it doesn't mean I think everybody does. In fact, I don't think anybody really is that good at it because it kind of shows, dude. It's like, and I've fallen into the traps, and it's like it's like you're not prepared for the world to trick you as much as it's going to.
Very
so it's
true.
just like you don't know the basic math of like money, and then you go out into a world that's designed as just traps, dude, and they're just like fall in, and everybody does. And they're like, man, I don't understand where all my money's going. I fucking ride Uber everywhere. I fucking
I get Starbucks
every
day.
night. I get Starbucks every morning. Yeah.
The organization that you and I work for, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Down in that town, I was being told that they have like classes, like adulting classes to like learn certain things. I don't know exactly what it all was, but I was kind of curious about.
John was telling me about him, and I was like, "That's cool." Was he also telling you about it?
I think so.
Yeah.
It sounded cool. It sounded like something like easy, worth doing.
But then the longer you talked about it, I was like,
this doesn't sound so cool.
Yeah.
He only let on a little bit to me.
Because I was like, what kind of people go to that? Like, was my first thought. And I was like, and like, what do they tell me about? Because it's like, at the same time, it's like, yeah, I want to know some adulting stuff, but I'm not going to just go sit through a class that's not, like, that's just like, so first what you're going to want to do is head to the bank, and you're going to want to open up a checking and a savings account, which I understand some people need, but I'm not there. So it's like,
I don't know.
Like,
sometimes I like relearning the basics, you know?
Dude, I just, like, I'm not going to go to second grade again, you know?
I would, dude. That shit was fun.
I suppose. But on your time today?
Nah, I got too much shit to do.
Exactly, dude. So you wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't. And that's what I mean. Like, I'm not going to go to adulting class when I could watch a 25-minute YouTube video that is designed to pack as much information in 25 minutes versus a lady who's going to tell me an anecdote about one time when she was younger, she really ran up a check on her checking account, and she didn't even realize because she thought she had all this money in savings.
And she didn't.
So she had to go pray.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, I'm a bad person.
I've been noticing a lot of just like anti-religion movements among my friends.
I think it's just natural human progression.
You think so?
Yeah, I think.
I asked a buddy the
as
other
a
day if he
society,
wanted to
we're
go to
falling away
church.
from God. That's a weird thing to ask a buddy. I mean, I've done it. I've gone to
Well,
church with
I
friends,
asked him what was
not
weirder was
asked
his
people.
response. What was weirder was he was like, no. And I was like, why? And
That's not a weird response.
And I just asked why. But he said it like very like, no. Like, I don't know. He said it very...
Dude,
and then I said why, and he was like, why would I do that? And I was like...
Yeah.
He was just so far removed from the idea that it like kind of was... I was like, what?
Dude,
What just happened?
I think his response was normal. Maybe... I don't think most people, if you were like, hey, you trying to go to a fucking church? Because it's like, what is church, dude? In everybody's mind. If you had to guess what everybody thinks about church collectively, what do you think it is? Not what they would say out loud if you asked everybody, but like what they think about it. It's fucking sitting in hard wooden chairs and being bored, dude. For most people, dude. And then you go to a cool church where they have cushioning chairs and they kind of let you do whatever, and everybody's on their phone anyways, dude. So it's just like, it's like forcing yourself to go there. And I think more people are being like, it's okay to not go to church? Well, I'm never going again.
Yeah. No, the laziness.
It's like there was way more judgment about it before, and which is why we need a place.
Definitely. Nowadays,
place.
people just go wearing like shorts and shit to church. Like,
Yeah, and
I go to church and I'll see people in shorts and sandals, and it's like, where do you think you are right now?
dude. I mean, yeah, I guess I don't really.
You don't have to dress
care too
up,
much
but
about
like,
that.
put some pants on.
But yeah,
Put on a fucking long sleeve shirt.
I'm not really a church believer, dude. I think there's a lot wrong with modern day church, dude. And let me rephrase that. I think there's a lot wrong with the church. It has nothing to do with modern or the past, because there's no way there was a better time.
I definitely think like modern American churches have gotten pretty far away from the idea of God.
Dude, but everywhere does that, and for all time. That's why it was designed, dude. You think church would be as popular if they didn't roll with the king, dude? And do you think most people wanted to be Pope because they believed in God so much?
You think the king would be? You don't think the king would be as popular if he didn't roll with the Pope? The Pope is the one with all the power.
No, he's not.
The church has always been the one with all the power.
And so that's a good thing.
No, I'm just saying it's a thing.
And that's what I'm trying to say, is that the church is bad, and if you fall into line with it, so it's like, if you're like, hey, I believe in God because it makes me happy, then I'm not gonna argue with you. That's great.
Like the pursuit of like knowledge comes down to God in the church.
It doesn't have to be God, dude. Just admit you don't know. That's all I'm saying, dude. It's like when something's unknown, we call it a theory. You know, we don't know for sure, but we have a theory. There is no theory on God, really. You know, it's just like, dude. I just mean like, if everybody who says there's a theory on God believes in God, so they're just like, you gotta just believe, baby. You just gotta believe he's out there. But there's no way to know for sure, dude. And I think if you spend your entire life going to church and spending all this time believing in God, then if you have one of those crazy life experiences where you die and you get all that DMT to your brain, dude, you're probably like, I saw God. I fantasized about it my whole life, but then I tripped nuts and I saw it. Duh, dude. Just like if I watch Star Wars all day.
You don't have to trip balls or die in order to see God. I think you can see and talk to God in a day out and day in fashion.
Yeah, see, that's what doesn't click for me, dude. Because
I feel like I see God in like a lot of things, like nature. I see God in like the human body. I see God.
Dude, you're just describing things that are nice, dude.
I'm describing things that are inherently designed.
You've been told that God is beautiful, and so somebody had to have made that. And it must have been God, and that therefore beautiful things are created by God. So what about like murder, dude? You know, like you see a nice child getting killed, dude.
Heroin.
You're like God made that.
That was a hard realization. I was in my teen years at some point, and that's when I realized I was like, it's all a part of God's.
No, it is not
everything.
No, dude. So
murder, heroin.
What I do right
cocaine.
now is not something God was like, yeah. And maybe that's really funny, you know, because maybe it is. Maybe God's out there and he's like, haha, Lawson said the thing I told him to say, you know, and the thing I told him to say was, God's not making me do this, you know. But I don't think you can be like, yeah, there's definitely a guy out there and he made all these nice things. because you're just telling yourself to feel good because you're like, God's a good guy. He made all these nice things. So is God a bad guy when he makes all the bad things?
No, God is omnipresent. He is the beginning and the end. He is everything. You are God. The universe is God. They are one in the same.
If you created everything,
but he is still the creator.
If you created everything, would you say people gotta praise me?
I mean,
if you were perfectly mentally sane
I'm
and the
not
creator
God.
of everything, would you say, you better praise me or I'm going to send you to hell?
I think that's also a...
Or is that more of like a human flaw, you think? That maybe humans may be portrayed in art at some point and maybe it got brought to a broader idea and then we said that God created all these things and God made a good and a bad place. Be afraid of the bad place so that you do good things. But we decide what the good things are. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Catholic Church. I'm not fond of the Catholic Church.
Right. I just, if there's something out there, it shouldn't be
I think
that
there's
important.
a big thing between God and humans' interpretation of God.
I just think you should be a good person based on yourself, not on because you're afraid.
I think comparison
of
is the
something.
ruiner of success, man.
What do you mean?
I don't think you should compare yourself to yourself or others in order to see whether you're doing good or bad in your life.
Well, that's the thing I've been stressing on lately is deciding what's good or bad. But ultimately, it's up to me what's good or bad. In my brain and in what I do, it's up to me on what's good or bad. God doesn't know what's good or bad because what if I drop porn 2 tomorrow, bro? And God doesn't even know about porn 2, but he's like, that's bad. But how do we know God thinks that's bad? We don't. Did God know about the internet? And when did he decide if it was good or bad? We can't check the Bible for that. How are we supposed to know? Should we not use the internet at all? We don't know. What about going to space? They never even thought about that before.
Well, yeah, but, you know,
we used to think Earth was the center.
A lot of this unknowing is like, that's kind of a part of God's plan. We are children of God, dude. We are these... wanting to know, wanting to create things, wanting to act like God, but we're not.
If God wants us to believe in him, I think he would pop out and be like, here's proof. You guys invented the video camera. You can take a picture of me now. And and I just want to tell you the Bible's nothing. Just be nice. And he disappears. But, dude, so many people use religion as a thing to cling to. Like, maybe I would like religion more if it was better, just in general.
I don't think you've given it enough of a chance.
Oh, dude, I've given it so many chances,
Have you?
dude. Yeah, dude. Many years. Dude, remember that thing I said? I wasted so much of my life. That was a joke, but I have spent some time believing in God and reading Bibles and stuff, and it didn't work out for me because it was all mids, dude. Let's switch to something lighter.
Okay.
I just think that maybe people are going to be coming into the house soon, and maybe they'll have specific topics that they might not hear.
Oh, definitely. What's up, Trail?
We're just talking shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The worst coworker on the planet.
Oh, now that you mention it, I got plenty of shit to talk about.
You got some lightweight topics for us to mull around?
What's the first thing you think of right now?
What's this piece of shit?
Damn.
I gotta go back to work, though. So.
Have fun.
Yeah, light work topics. I don't know. What's a little goofy goober thing to talk about? I mean, this all started from something, and so now we gotta reel it back into nothing, dude. What's something that's a little goofy? Create something in your brain. Just don't say it out loud. Let's just both create something. Let's give it. It just turned 35. Let's give it 1 full minute. Sorry, this might be a little boring, but it's only for a minute. Just think of it like an ad. Just think about something for a minute. Come up with a nice one. Something goofy. Something hypothetical. You know, like, imagine the world was blah.
I got a topic.
Already, dude? We're
Already.
only 18 seconds in, dude.
Already.
Right.
So, you know, I've been getting involved in my school student senate.
Right?
I'm running for president or vice president. One of the big things we talked about our last student senate meeting was my school doesn't have a mascot. And so we're doing like polls throughout the school and asking students if they want a mascot, if the school needs a mascot. And I really want to push for the honey badger.
You should push for no mascot.
Really?
Yeah. Funny.
I like the honey badger.
Yeah. 'Cause,
Honey badgers are sick.
right, but I guess I'm just trying to make it boring, like think
It's a pretty boring school.
I didn't think about that when I was saying no. That was my first initial action, and then thinking about it more is like I'm trying to make it boring because like imagine you just took all the teams off of every major like sporting team.
It's just Minnesota versus Wisconsin.
Minnesota versus Wisconsin, and then past that, they're just gray uniforms, and you don't even see what state they're from. Gentlemen from the middle Midwest, gentlemen from the East.
Sports, but
West.
entirely boring.
Great. Would it still be fun to watch? So it's the color of their uniforms and picking a team that is what we like.
The NFL intro song is played on like a acoustic guitar.
I actually don't know. Is that what it is? It just sounds like the football.
Yeah.
Dude, I just wonder.
Seen any good movies recently?
No, but I've been meaning to watch that movie you were recommending. That one with the blue person on the front.
Oh, Planet Sauvage.
Yeah, actually Avatar.
Okay.
No, but yeah, that one. I saw it in a list of good movies, and I was like, really?
Yeah, no,
Hayden gave me a recommendation.
It's a great movie. I would never give you a bad movie recommendation.
Okay.
I will always
I
give
think
you a
I
good one.
trust you, but I'm not sure.
Planet Sauvage.
I can appreciate movies for many different reasons, dude.
Definitely.
Dude,
this is like an art house film.
Dude, this is easy. I might have to mark this one down, dude. I'll always be able to talk about movies for infinite hours because I've seen infinite hours. I've consumed so much movies and TV shows, dude. That's a good filler. If I'm ever like, what to say? Dude, movies, dude. Boom. What's the last movie I watched, I wonder? What's the last movie you watched?
Last one that I watched and I really enjoyed a couple weeks ago, the movie 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Kind of sounds familiar. Let me do a quick Google
Do it.
search.
Highly recommend that one too. I'll explain the plot. Basically, this woman crashes her car. It gets knocked off the road, and she wakes up in an underground vault that this doomsday prepper built, and she can't decide whether he abducted her or whether he
Saved her.
saved her. Yeah. And there's like, it slowly leads on. Like, he's kind of creepy, but he's kind of not.
Yeah, I see that. That's just freaky, dude.
Yeah, it's like a really good movie. And then, like, by the end of it, like, wow. Yeah, what a great movie.
Got some nice actors in there, too.
Great movie. I was thoroughly impressed. Yeah.
Dude, I
It
can't
had a
remember
couple
the
of
last
them where it was
movie I
like,
watched.
holy shit, I can't believe it just did that.
I would just watch the show The Gentleman on Netflix. That's the one they're pushing in front of everybody right now. You remember that movie, The Gentleman, on Netflix? It's about the guy, UK, sells big weed.
No.
Well, now there's a show kind of based off the same fucking concept. It's pretty nice, dude. It's pretty nice. But it was only medium, I'd say. It was okay. It's a Netflix show. And
Yeah.
one of their better ones, but still, Netflix show on a scale of things. One of their better ones is only about medium in all of good movies.
True.
Like if there was a scale of just 1 to 3, 1 being awful movies, 3 being the world's best movies, and 2 being most movies, Netflix best is about a 2.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think I've ever seen a
They
Netflix
come
movie
out
that
with
was
some-
better than 2.
yeah, you're
that was
very
about
right.
better than a 2.
I feel like
And-
every time I watch a Netflix original movie, it's like, it was a good movie.
Yeah, I dumbed it down to just 3 so that it was a little bit broader, easier to be like, that's a that. I'm not saying there's not Netflix movies that aren't like, wow, that was really good, but still, it's only about a 2. The movie, like, some of the best movies I've seen are pretty gnarly, I feel like. I like movies when I can't figure out the ending before it happens.
Yeah.
I don't always
Watch
blurt
10
out.
Cloverfield Lane.
I don't always blurt out what happens during a movie when I'm like watching movies with other people, but I'm definitely always thinking like what's gonna happen next. And it's like sometimes I'm wrong, and most times I feel like I'm right. I can be like, it's this gonna play out. And
Yeah.
it's like, I don't
That's
know,
why it's hard to get into horror movies for me sometimes.
Same. I don't believe them, dude. It's like part of the like not believing in God thing. It's like I don't believe the demons in this head. Like so that stuff is like, whoa, that's a creepy looking creature, but it's not real.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like I like more like psychological thrillers because I know I can get mind fucked, dude.
Yeah.
Like, dude, like somebody could dose you today, and then like that's a scary movie. Oh, dude, horror movies are gonna be easy to write. I want to write a movie or something or a script and just play off of that a little bit. And I think I just picked it, dude. Dosing somebody, because I'm trying to think of something with what I can do and where I'm at. And so like being in this house gives me this whole house to shoot it. But that's like I don't have two houses, so I can't. You know, I could probably pull together two houses, but I couldn't do something where I'm in like 10 different houses.
Yeah.
You know, but like I could do something, one house, and be like I don't know. I've been trying to flesh out small ideas for movies that still be good. But I did watch an A24 film once that was the whole movie was just through the front windshield of a guy driving around in a car, and then like drone shots of the car moving around.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what was the movie?
And so it's just one guy, but he's taking phone calls the whole fucking drive. He's driving for it's like a 2-hour movie, something like that, but he's just taking phone calls back to back. And so you get the story through his phone calls because you can hear
And that's the whole movie is just him driving?
Yes, dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds fascinating.
Dude, it's fucking boring as shit, dude, because it's hard to watch. Just it's nothing to look at. It's probably better to just listen to it, but
Damn.
yeah, that was a solid one. It's just because it's unique. Just like
What's that one called? I'll put it in the list.
I'll look it up quick.
I have this gnarly movie list. That stuff's crazy.
Yeah, dude. I don't have a movie list. I kind of just
You need one.
I just see what's out there. I've watched so many movies though. It's hard for me to make a list because it's like you got to not include every movie I've ever seen. It's like most good, like when I look up top 100 best movies, I've seen most of them, and the other ones I haven't seen are because I've seen it and been like, nah, that ain't gonna be good, you know?
Run away from me, baby. Run away. Run away from me, baby.
It's with Tom Hardy. I think it's called Locke. Locke. Yeah. Is that not an A24 movie? I thought it was.
Give it a listen.
Look at this. That's funny. That's how they shot it.
Weird.
Yeah. But it's just like, so there is ways to do it small. You know? So it's like I'm trying to think like in a house, how can I make enough interesting scenes? Because I do think visual it has a lot of importance in movies. Otherwise you're going to look away.
Yeah.
It's like when I watch movies in my room, if I'm bored looking at the TV, I'll look at my phone, which is fucked. But I mean, it's just what I do. You know?
Definitely.
And it's just like naturally happens. So it's like even if the audio is interesting, I can listen to audio while facing the other way. You know. So it's like I need a story that's decent. An easy way to fill in like storylines is by using picture instead of having to say words, because then I can increase the length of the movie without having to have too many words. Dude, but portraying people tripping is hard.
It is hard.
Dosing somebody, horror style.
Little tap on the back of the neck.
Yeah, dude. Dude, have you ever? That's actually funny. When I was a kid, dude, we used to do this thing in middle school where you touch someone's elbow and they couldn't feel it. You ever do that?
Yeah.
So it's like you see someone's hand and you touch their elbow and they'd be like, "Got you." You do it again. You do it a bunch of times. Just touch their elbow because most people don't feel it. Like if you're just like not thinking about it and not looking. And dude, imagine you just stick it, little piece of acid, dude, on their elbow.
Gross.
Just 19 pieces of acid on someone's elbow.
The elbow dose.
You'd probably be pretty fucked yourself if you licked.
Yeah. Yeah.
There should be orange chicken at the cafe tomorrow. If you're
Nice.
Gas.
some of it today.
Nice. Nice.
See you guys.
Later.
Deuces. Have fun working.
Working.
You get any job right now. And you have all the experience to do a good job.
DNR officer in the Florida Everglades.
What is DNR?
Like a nature police officer.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah, enforce like hunting regulations.
You could probably do that, dude. Like right now, I mean.
Yeah.
Like you probably just move out there and be like, I really want to do that. And they'd be like, we're actually hiring.
You get to just like drive one of those fan boats across the Everglades with a fucking M4 shooting on anacondas and people trying to smuggle drugs.
Huh.
That'd be a kick-ass job.
I think I've seen a History Channel show about that.
That'd be kick-ass.
Just die a little bit.
Heard you.
If it isn't Hayden
Run away
Jackson,
from
the
me.
nectar thief.
Dude, so it's you who
Mr.
spilled
Sticky
dye up on
Fingers.
the windowsill. Dude, somebody put the toilet paper right in front of it to hide it. There's a little dye on
How's
the...
there on the windowsill?
I don't know. You tell me, Mr. Freshly Dyed Hair Guy.
No, this is natural.
Oh, it just changed overnight?
Yeah.
Because you're so angry, dude?
And then
And
pop
cooked
it.
your hair?
Yeah,
Did you do your eyebrows a little bit?
I did.
I could
Did
tell.
you notice?
Yeah.
Damn, good, nice. Rael was like, dude, it's barely gonna change your eyebrow color, and I was like, it's full enough, I think.
Do a little bit of...
And then do the undercarriage. Nah.
Should have done the
Should
old
have
bitch.
done the undercarriage, dude.
I did not do the undercarriage.
Too many people bleached.
It looks different though. Like you could definitely tell that.
I mean, yeah,
I suppose you live with me.
right.
Would you ever bleach it?
How I have.
I don't think so. I don't really care about my appearance that much, you know.
To bleach, man.
Yeah, I don't really like body mods like that.
You should dye your hair black. I have an extra bottle.
Dude, I'd look goofy, dude.
I have
I've always
an extra
thought about it,
bottle.
dude. But because my mom, I don't know. Yeah, I've always thought about it because people always dye their hair at my house.
You should, dude. It's
All
crazy.
right. Should I run it real quick?
Black hair dye.
Yeah.
Dude, your hair's already black, aren't it? Isn't it?
Well, it's like dark brown.
It's about how dark my hair
Yeah, I
was.
suppose. Dude, you didn't even
Yeah,
see my
black hair would
comic,
be
dude.
crazy.
Drew a little comic at work the other day, dude. Pretty nice. I brought it home. So yeah, if you were interested in a nice like 5-panel comic, dude.
I'm not. But
Oh, dude, it'll change your life, dude.
yeah,
Change
I'll
your
see
life,
the
dude.
comic.
I think I'm about doing it.
I'm shirtless.
I'm thinking about doing a little
Take it
showing.
shirtless.
Oh, dude, you're getting clipped though.
I'm getting
You
clipped.
know
You're
you're
getting clipped
clipped.
shirtless.
You're
Yo, I'm not
shirtless.
wearing nothing. I just woke up.
Clipped.
Clipped it.
Clipped, dude. I don't. You probably haven't seen them yet, but dude, made a couple shorts this morning, dude. I think you're gonna like them.
Yeah, some
The-
pretty funny ones.
My most recent one is I tried a new thing. I zoomed as far in as I could on my face, and just like when I'm not watching the short, just like seeing the little like frame for it looks like a real one.
I accidentally flashed my feet. Can you censor it?
Oh
Post
no,
edit? Nah,
dude!
nah.
No. Actually,
Can you-
Hayden did want to do some mods on this.
Yeah,
one a
could
little
you
bit.
censor the foot?
Yeah, I'll send it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And maybe his nipples too. Unless, dude, clipped, dude.
I got
all
tiny
of this
nipples,
is
bro. They're
clipped,
gonna know.
Dude. You're
They're
getting
gonna know.
doxxed. You're getting
They're gonna
doxxed
know. They're
for
gonna know.
views.
They're gonna know.
See,
My posture is doxed, bro. Look at that.
you're not hiding it under a shirt. I'm actually sitting up straight right now.
Yeah. Oh,
Always the rollback shoulders part of sitting up straight is what I don't. I feel like I look like a loser.
dude, they used to
when I
they
sit
used to
like
tell me
this.
in fucking
Hello.
in school, bro, because like your posture would be bad. They're like, now pretend there's poison needles on the back of your chair, and you don't want to lay back and touch them.
That's a
You
bad
wanna
thing to
sit
say
up
to somebody.
straight. You want to
Can
sit
I
up
grip that
straight.
glute?
I guess, dude. Look at that. I wake up and he asks something of me.
I'll blur it.
Yeah. Fuck, dude. You're gonna have to censor again. I showed feet again.
I'm gonna heavily censor everything in my videos now.
That's funny. You should censor every cuss word.
What are you doing on Saturday at 9 to noon?
Probably nothing. Why?
Dude, you gotta come with. We're going to a thing for some House of Representatives giving speeches. Dude.
Oh shit! For
Yeah.
the money. Yeah, I got you. I'll go.
Money, 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 money.
Cool. Yeah, because I'm trying to rally some troops.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
thinking
go.
about
I don't
texting
think I'm
pictures.
going anywhere. All right, here you go, boss.
I gotta just dip real quick.
That's getting clipped.
That's clipped.
Oh, clip me.
Gillespie.
Monologue, Lawson.
Oh, another monologue. Hayden's getting his tea. He's gonna have to pee. Yeah, I don't. Talking when there's people who can listen and be around me is weird.
Hey. Oh, did I ruin it?
No.
Are you gonna do another podcast today?
I don't know why.
Paul Paul's gonna come pick me up.
No
Paul's
way.
gonna come pick me up, and he's gotta stay here to do a load of laundry anyway. So maybe
Yes,
you
sir.
guys could get him on just a 3-man.
Yes, sir.
Dude, that actually
Because
be
I would
pretty
want to
funny.
watch it after not. Like I don't want to be here for it. I wanna know, like, let's stay off.
Paul
Dude,
Sherba on the
Dude,
pod.
we're not even at 10 yet, dude.
Your call, dude. Your call. He's just going
It's like,
over here to do a load of
obviously,
laundry.
yes, dude. Obviously, yes.
You
It's
can
just,
post it whenever you want, though. You don't. Have
it
to
is
post
just
it.
that. No, dude, I'd have to post it right away.
Getting
dude.
2 done, and that'd
Getting
be great.
2 done would be great. I was gonna ask Roger if he wanted to, because when he got home from work.
Oh, I mean that too. Either way.
But then Paul's just gonna sit right there and look at us,
I
dude.
doubt. I don't think he's gonna stay while the laundry's being done. But
Unless we coerce
We
him
could-
to.
unless you wanted him to be on the episode.
Yeah.
Let's do a little interview, a little guest interview.
He also doesn't have to be here the whole hour. Maybe him and fucking Raj can sub in out. You know what I mean? Half Paul, half Raj.
No, dude, we'll see. We'll see. Dude, that does make things a little interesting. Have somebody that would make us. I just. I don't want to dox anybody who's not ready to be doxed. You know, it's like all of our friends. Who cares? You know, they don't got
Bunch of
nothing, you know?
degens.
But it's like I don't want to just like.
An adult.
Have an adult on here and be like, so we were just talking about nasty things. You know, we were talking
Where do
about
you lean
sick
politically?
yeah.
Do you believe in God?
Yeah, do you believe in God? I don't know. I just in normal life that feels like something that throws adults off. You know, they're not ready for a hot topic like that because they're so programmed to not talk about those things. You know, their
Maybe
whole
they've already
life.
talked about them enough.
Maybe, and that's what I mean. They're just like, it's better to not. One bad experience ruined it all. It's
not
really
wrong.
tough.
It's not wrong.
Man, I'm not really sure. Okay, we got to get something hot going.
Dude, I've been wanting to make the switch over to, at least on my iPhone at least, the switch to like Rumble. Like a different YouTube service, a different video platform.
Why?
Just because the algorithm, the YouTube search engine, everything about YouTube has gone so downhill.
I don't think it's changed.
Look, the search engine, you look up a specific topic, the first 3 videos will be semi-related to that topic. And then everything else is like Tucker Carlson and
It's just what you watch.
other people watch that. I don't watch that.
Because I heard that the way YouTube's algorithm works is it shows you things that are similar to the videos you watch.
And what other viewers like you watched and
Yeah.
things like that. But it's so off topic.
Dude, I don't know.
It's always. We'll run a test after this. I'll search up something specific and you'll see.
Dude, here's what you do, dude. Just start another, delete your YouTube channel and start again. Then your algorithm is fresh and new.
Yeah, maybe.
I just feel like if you go to some...
I shouldn't have to do that. I shouldn't have to.
I know, but we'll get there eventually. But also, maybe not. Maybe it has to work like this, otherwise it doesn't work, you know? Like, maybe we need algorithms, otherwise nobody would be able to find shit ever. But I don't hate searching for only the stuff I want to see. I don't need to see everything.
I just want to see exactly what I look up.
If you could upload all the internet's information to your brain right now, would you?
Hell no, dude. That's enough to drive a man insane.
Yeah, but with all that information, maybe you would be...
You'd probably just
more
blow your
sane.
head off.
Dude, but what if... You'd also have all of the self-help on the entire internet, dude.
Yeah.
So maybe
That'd be cool.
it just gets nicer, you know?
You could just become David Goggins.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, man. You know who David Goggins is?
David Goggins is-
He's like ex-Navy SEAL, hardcore dude.
Wasn't he chunky? At one
Yeah,
point?
yeah.
And he got super fit.
He
Wait, Andrew Tate too.
Yeah.
Bald.
Oh,
yeah.
Andrew Tate too.
But he's just, stay hard. That's what he'll do, like a 60-mile run and then get done with it and be like, all right, now let's go work out. Stay hard.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Dude, I always wonder what goes through brains like that, because it's like devoting yourself so simply to one thing like that has got to be so crazy.
Yeah, dude. You should look up David Goggins.
I
He's
like
an amazing human being.
I like variety, and maybe that's because I don't like to commit fully to one thing. But God, dude, I couldn't imagine running fucking 60 miles and picking that as your thing that you like to do.
Paul's on his way now. So
This one's almost over.
good. I'm just letting y'all know.
Dude, we'll just gauge the room. We'll see if he's about it, if he's interested. Because he'd have to do it on his phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we'd be heading out halfway through because he's got to drive me to work.
Oh, well, psych then, dude.
Psych.
Actually, maybe. maybe it's still possible to just have partial, like do what you were saying, the partial interview. Just have him on for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see how bad it is. We'll tell him we're shooting porn in here.
Yeah.
Show him we're doing some dirty nasty. Say we're making real big bucks and we'd love for him to come.
We just need you to slam that ham candle
Yeah,
around
dude.
on screen for a little bit.
Millions of dollars these videos make.
Give it 20%.
Dude, I wonder, it'd be funny to use, oh my god, dude. Fuck. Dude, sex sells. Everybody knows sex sells,
Sex
right?
does sell.
Dude, so now, we use that to advertise for this. We find fucking OnlyFans girls on the internet, and we ask them, we say, hey, I'm gonna give you $20 to post this.
Wow.
A one-time photo of you with, like, oh, I love that they're, you know.
Yeah, whatever porn
like
star.
an endorsement kind of a thing.
Mia
It's like,
Khalifa.
I'm not paying to see your tits and ass, but I'm paying you to promote our stuff with your tits and ass. Just go straight to the source, dude. Skip that middleman.
Yeah.
Don't try and hide
bet-
sexual or sensual things in your advertisement. Straight up advertise
Dude,
sexual.
we should just start getting all the biddies in our little friend group. Start advertising for
Dude,
us.
that's pimping, dude.
Is it?
Yeah, I think if you were like, hey, start posting nudes. But
Not
if you
like
know
nudes,
somebody,
but
if you
like-
know somebody who's
like-
posting nudes,
Like
then
a
ask them to.
like a UFC, you know, like those ring girls that are
Yeah.
like round one.
I still think that's pretty bad.
What?
I don't know.
Sex
if
sells, you know that.
I just don't know if we could bring it up because we have nothing to offer either. You know, it's not like, hey, here's a ton of money.
Going to your girlfriend being like, so I have a podcast with 18 subscribers and
17 actually.
I want you to get naked on the podcast. Or just on the intro. Just give a little strip tease and then.
Wah, wah, wah.
No.
Yeah, dude, that is a little. I mean, I just don't want it to be anybody I know. I think it would make me feel a lot better if it was nobody I know.
Yeah.
Because it's easier to dehumanize.
Dude, so I feel like people. This is a topic people like to. Like, what if your girl wanted to make an OnlyFans, and what if she wanted you to be in it? What and like your face is there, your dick's there, all that. What amount of money would you have to be making monthly in order to do it?
It depends on the situation. really.
$1,000 a month.
Yeah, I would do it for $1,000 a month. Are you kidding me, dude? Dude, I would do anything for $1,000 a month on the internet. The hardest part to get over is what we already did here. You know,
Yeah.
just putting ourselves on the internet where everybody can just dissect the thing. That's the scariest part. It's
Dissect
like,
our psyches.
Yeah, people finding out about it. You know, it's like, because I am still like, I'm a little embarrassed about podcasting, dude.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like, yeah, dude, I do a podcast. People are going to think I'm dumb. That 3-letter word, dude. That
Yeah. It definitely sounds.
yeah, it's a stupid thing
How
to
about
do.
just
and that's why
never
it's
put your
funny.
hair up in a man bun when we're filming?
Dude, I'm not gonna do that because sometimes I like my hair out of my face.
Yeah.
Dude, everything I do has a purpose. It's not because I like the way it looks, dude.
I agree.
I only put my hair up because I like it out of my face.
I wear my sunglasses over my hat because it feels good.
Yeah.
It looks retarded. Oh, I can't say that.
Good thing you're gonna censor this one.
Yeah, no, I wear my sunnies like.
Dude,
Like
that's
that.
crazy you said that, dude. We should keep that in and get a hot word take on
Nah,
this
I'm
one,
bleeping
dude.
that one.
I think us talking about you having to bleep something will draw a little bit of attention around it.
Draw the viewers.
Yeah, especially
Do
how
not
negative
wait
it should
until 59:20.
Oh my god, do
Hayden
not
says
wait
something
till
terrible.
59:20. Hayden says the worst thing. So bad we had to censor it, but you can still read his lips.
I'm gonna put a black box
Yeah.
over my mouth. Just bleep the whole fucking minute out.
Yeah, dude. I don't know, but yeah, I think the putting yourself like the putting it up there is the scariest part, and it's like after that, then it's just like, dude, you're just showing your dick and balls, and I don't care as much. It's
Yeah.
like to some point, it's like yeah, people can say stuff, but like then if they got butt ass naked, people would say stuff too. You
Yeah.
know, like it's like, oh, dude, clown on me, but you didn't bust out butt ass
When,
naked.
when you're up on stage, just think of the crowd naked.
Yeah.
You know, that's never worked for me. I don't think I've ever actually done that.
Yeah, it's way too hard. It's too distracting
Yeah.
for me. And not by like I get distracted by naked people, but if I was just like pretend everyone's wearing a hat, I'd focus too hard on pretending people are wearing a hat. I'd forget what I was saying.
Maybe that's the point. Is you just kind of forget.
no, but I'd be
that
too
you're up there and
focused
you just
on
do
that,
it.
dude. So what I need to focus on is what I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
and that's what I focus on. Being on stage, la da da, la da da. Dude, maybe we should build a stage.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Down in the basement?
Outside.
Wow.
A stage in the
Yeah.
backyard where that level area is.
Yeah.
Let's just build let's get some pallets, dude. Let's build a little, and get pallets to take the boards apart.
Yeah.
And then just make a deck, a
I
standalone deck.
I watched a video of a guy taking, I don't know how many pallets it was, but he took a bunch of pallets, took the planks and nails apart, built his own cabin in the woods, and then fully insulated it.
Dude, actually, it'd be funny as fuck if we built a little, a 8x12 deck, put it in the front yard, and it's we can kick it on there and sit on chairs and stuff, but we start podcasting out in the front yard. People would walk by and be like, what are you guys doing?
Come join us.
Yeah.
Come take a seat.
Pop it out. Pop a squat. You want to be on it? Every time somebody walks by and they're looking at us, be like, hey, you want to hop on? This is a YouTube thing. Huh?
That's pretty nice.
That would be pretty nice. Should we call it?
I'll call it. Later, podcast.
Deuces.